mechia adofo ene etiefo nyina me mo bibia chi enanom nso me ma obabia belated happy Mother's Day obabia ye ma menemu mpenimfo e nananom ema edi fie hwe ne mahwe nyina afra no won ye adwuma horo bebre nkankan ye no mamanyofo me mo bibia belated happy Mother's Day me bobodi an wanhwe yi ana meje obidin na aye bibia ewo ho nana me dase anope
we mpacho ansa na obisi kwa profa by the mama na kwa ba prekona fe
prof ya ba kwa ba
prof
awala me hunu afia fi
o prof
me hunu so na nkrama no
me show
na
papa
me say me hunu afia fi
na je se nyame nko an
da bi da e nko an say na de ya na asewa
you
na mama de me hunu na ja me de nkrama no but em say mama warmly say to her, say, belated, happy belated Mother's Day.
Thank you, Prof.
More special.
Yeah, that's it.
You pa mo ye no. Ye ni so.
Yeah, that's it.
Ghana so ni so. And you know, on this occasion, no, nana ma ye ma me no ma omako omahujimu wonga are into active service. One so a war by your mom by our by chan come somewhere ladies. Na ma by mothers. And your mom one cry I hear and then omunina ako eternal rest. Let me say and then and dry that's no kwa na ye de kai microphone nyina. Intino mothers are ite nyina free. Wonga yinim wonga yinim wonga ye befo a we adwuma hodo wonga dan sorry ano asapame fo ahemfo ayerenom headmistress ahodo munina and they say endra na Sunday na so Sunday tie kwa sorry na nda enya kwan wo we fidie so die na ye ka say onyamisha manyina na ni amrasama hodo no pura ne kuma hodo a ekoso a meme binom ye wa yerenom ye fa sa kwan so na ye ntu mo fose wo munyai na ye fe na ye ma ye mba no ngabrabo enimu na nana me hia madam Yafi
Dr. Yafi
oyejma so pa enti many mo discuss you see we strictly by invitation enti me invite me nana mo say cancer na me ba na me say oh now we dey say meeting time cross and can catch am say me it's a huge issue and one says say no you need the face of cancer management to say or say a machines near there a more of prevention and nipa suban nipa adeye the general kind of lifestyle and our health attitudes and no ma and the cancer horror if you say ba Africa Benin say we are the tipping point kosopa no exercise yes ko en kakra in life unya mbiani bi na wudi and na chese woni abi to we better say what to abeti bi enim ana fufu bi enim ana say mpc bi na wodi asio na we die biani adon say atwam and you say and once my can I say do what your mother tells you what does not kind yes and o my ade na nyame enhira madam Beatrice you fit na the team ntinana me hu a chen so
Michelle Miss Mafia prof yo arawo
yes nana
let me be say bian na yebenya biadi
nana me dase sene na me hyase no echia adofo a ahwe peace fam nyina aduane sam ewo ye SHS na edi kan meka say ampa ministry no anaban ye de buffer stock ka eye na ye kase ye de suppliers ka da bi o ye ne suppliers ka ye de buffer stock ka
okay
ese system de nyina ye te ase
okay
buffer stock for no eye agency she ministry of agriculture and na won ya fa contractors a won supply aduane ema ye schools ahoro emra ministry of education ne won wo contract ahoro bebre enti ampa ministry no ye de buffer stock ka and she share kwanim aban ye ne obeye bi efi say with that aduane no ye free SHS na ya bɔ ho ka bebree no entumi engina mpanin se yemfa ayasipan enhyɛn abɛn enu nti nhyehyɛ ye kɔ anim paa nti me gina he metumi aka sɛ nhyehyɛ no ɛwɔ anim bebree sɛ enkyɛ bia buffer stock ɛka ye de wɔn no yebetue emu kɛseɛ no menka sɛ ne nyina ho yebetue emu kɛseɛ no na wɔn so yetumi ahwɛ wɔn suppliers no bi yɛde wɔn ka kɛseɛ ebi nso yɛde wɔn ka nkakra na mmom buffer stock for no yɛne wɔn din kita ho a yɛnim ɛka yɛde wɔn nyinaa meetings ahorow bebree yɛne finance for ne controller nso ayɛ meetings ahorow bebree a nneɛma akɔ n'anim kakra nti ɛnkyɛ bebree ibetu buffer stock ka na wɔn so wɔn yɛtumi
but I can me hwehwɛ mu kakra nso akyɛ o somebody come from March last year busy Sabre to be say na honorable give the pa there say if I say only your crank am dey ensure that nyem ngonga be bato pa obatan yeni mo na omama wa March last year busy Sabre and share value of money over time ne ade a ko be ka senka say free SHS da makoma so de nka aduane sem de mo be prioritize no pa o
nana
mami
enye no cross fi March last year enye payment bi atu buffer stock
there be what we have 50 million out of 500
ye tue bi ama buffer stock
50 out
na
of 500
na some say utue bi ma buffer stock a say wono their management of their own into once one be won research kakra na won yehu areas any the kind of suppliers I said when tua wan ka enti eno de obi ka say 50 March last year tua ka meni pakono enya adwen papa enti no ye tue bi
okay say mo ka mo de say
e ka no de asofa no pay ya me ba no manje quantum no me pese me bo amount bia enya mpa
ti me mama
na ubo me check him ubo me de hu say ya mpa na say nya
are na de onyimi ni bi
oh na de bi o say if baby a wo ba gi information if you hu say bo buffer stock for car a ministry di won ya wo say Ghana say obi ye contract bi ama wo minimum 90 days a odi processing ne name a wo sha se etua ebia meka se boy wo be boy no ade kora ka ho enu 90 days de be hunhuna nkrofo enti na me ka se asof adope no manje enti me pese be bo amount bia a e wo ho that is the person na memom ye de won ka yenso ye ho yira yen enti ye etu ho anamon bebre a na enche buffer stock for a car education for the one ye betue emu kese na
tie hwa gozi be sen
say systems no obi oye oni aban edilibi enim say systems no say beye na emfa nipa bebre nsem na obi nye suspicious say enti we put systems together enti finance for release a ebeko controller na call gift mix nefe won a ye di won ka no access we are hopeful say system no sene ye ho yira ye no won a won system no ho adwuma nso be hu ho be yira won saa amayen na ya kan jegum sene hu ebe nkabosumi be ko wiye de na sese sikako na wontumi kosoa buffer stock for tumi kosoa supply aduane edema ye school for no na ama investment ayaye wo education no anye kwa
ya ka say otumfo ewo America brochi memu na ne nsem a odi tudwa ne mfa enso so efa ngomasua ho o kire mfaso a ewo ngomasua so edema oman no ne nhyehyɛ ahodo aya ye mu baako eye free SHS a wo se ede ahokyere kase abeto Ghana sikasem eso free SHS sika ede awuramu baby a ye hwese ede Ghana bekọ akoduro na afi the ye share free SHS asibisi sabre mu a moye policy makers mu hweye the na air free SHS at saying is it sustainable baby I want have we not compromised quality send na bi no kano
me das free SHS they betumi aka so far so good your challenges kakra as a teacher no maybe I make us say there's more room for improvement but so far so good in the saying ye to me a sustaining system no fit to 2017 abesi and net 2022 ya emofra enya free such ho faso no won dodo no gusuwa ekosro egusuwa ekosro na kyerese oman ni nyina hu ehun faso a ewo won pa won ka se enye yie nti nka won de won ma be call private school no won nya rehemu wo system num nti afie bia no emofra ekofre SHS no dodo no ekọ anim kakra enema nso ye se be ye free SHS no be ye yie no nso eno nso yegusuara ye na fofra ya afie ni se pre-tertiary act na ye no act 1049 no eno nso aboa ma technical vocational schools na share ministries ahoro anya education ministries ase no yaje won nyina beka ministry of education ho ama placement ye 141 technical vocational schools na enka education education ase yaje abeshe education ase no about 200 but emu 141 yed won nyina ba school placement computer school placement system no so ama me no kase emofra select ho no so no an select ye amra or select na when your school nti or yes self placement or call ho no won nyina eco school sabrain so letters yede ma caterers won benu aduane titru schools na ye day schools no eno nso yeguso process ne menyina eko enewo na moye nyina bagi atom se kwanchan ade efe ye di sika na ye di nti emra emofra no dodo no edoso no na kire se sika nso ye di hyemu no nso edoso enu nti yade ampa sa wo hwe Ministry of Education budget na chese akwanimu bebiri dodo na eko free SHS ekwan e befa so mofra no benya baby ada on benya duane edi sa we day student mpa obenya duane one hot meal edi sa wo boarding so a we duane prince da cross growing adult no asise eno so won saka baby amofra beda nkonya won betena so empa won beda so school dan ya won betena mi dormitory won bedam ne nyina ya de a aban egu so edi dwuma bebre wo ho ene teacherfo ahoro nso asise wan ko school dem ko kire mofra de ebi kra wo ho a asise ni peculiar situation da se etumi boa no mokọ ye further studies nso ba ne nyina ya de a ye budget mu no ema ahokyere kakraba na mompeni se woni bere a utwa okon ebeti esanse ye ni ebere se esese Ghana bofre bia etumi adoma nyame de adom no wona dwen mu no otumi esua de kwakyire na obeye assets nana sese Ghana ha no ye census no ma ye hu se ye mebu no doso se o mebu no doso a ye niema mienu ene wo ho ma obefa ne wope sene Joshua Cairo se we di bi fie de ebeso Yehua enti so pese meburu na doso no won yo hawo ne amane ema wo a won be yo hawo ne amane ema o pese won ye enipatitiri wa won beboa ama ya dani o man no kwan papa so nso a ene boni fa ne se demographic dividend and has challenges eno na ya dwe ho a ye na dodan kwakufu aban ya si da bi ye ba yiri ho aboka ebeyiri ho asesika bebre sene ebeye na ye meburu na doso manyimu no ebema yenya ho mfaso na emo yenya ho ohaw ene amane enti so bia kase ewo budget constraints a menene ya dwen 100%.
Ensusu ya ba of free SHS no ho bi ene se policy na ebeye a montenase na monsanya hwehwemu mfa ho ebi amobo se kwa amofaso ye ni sesi a no be sa kira monsa kakra ebi muso kra ka se parents ni bi betimi etua mo hwehwe saafo no na wo mu ntua adwenche nem se wate bebre sen me anye bia mo de kwa adwenwene mu mo hwe se bia ni manimu ya mo betena se review se de e be kan brofo ka se mo e free SHS ho ana
sese ya de review bi nyamai system aye adwuma amaye results ye examination results mienu abanyina aye kama de sisi ya de ensakraye bi enyamaye na ne ye nkrofo kan ye menwonwa ene se ebinum betumi etua ne obetumi etua no influential enti o okaso obetua ne mo befa kwan bi so na wontua obetumi afaso The bia me masa example, tema na e wo CMB scholarship. Na wo ho. Wo de yen kwohwehwe records ni nyina. Kokrokoo ma he enya CMB scholarship. If you say only links. Oh, say your system near too people centered. Enti obi ni mobi. Enti ubehwe ne mra ohokra obi ni mobi nti no na bi o ho na de afa kapetase. Na mo yesi obia dia ene obia. Ne obetumi etua no onwe ne ho ntua ne tax yie. Oni ni kura ne tax ho. Na aban enye sika. Na yemfanhwe Ghana fo nyina nkoye se me de metumi 20 me na medimu me mo aban ka nti na je se wo so aga kosoro na ne a ono de ontumi ntua de je so emobrowa na wanante nanim nyesa ye kosku a won a wo fo tua no ebeye won ho de se ne won de won ye won na won a bentua ne de won nyobia enim tie bu obebum ebebem ama anyiyim nso abem we de wo sika wo woni sika ye nyina yenko wo sika no wodwuma so wodwuma dɔɔso Ghana hanso won a won wo sika pa ye private sector for to your workers keye na won tax nye kese wo anso declare profit nyina na tu tax kese utua ne saa abambenye sika ahwe free se chama Ghana for mofra nyina enya the confidence that they deserve say oye Ghana ni no ye nipa na nkoye se on de mobro wo nti abanye ntua mana ontumi ntua we de ne maame etua wo nti se onamwana ni ti eda ne konso da bi nti ye pekwan horo se ne yeguso e kam se Ghana ni bia ebehu hia se esese wo sika wo ni sika wo ba kosku efise wo nya sika sisi ada bebre na mobro ne ba na ntumi anko school anko nenimu a ono obaye amroba obaye ohawo abetata wo yo efe wo hwe ne Ghana dan a esini fefe glazy windows near the burglar proof as said and beauty sanka ye nyina mre atwam nya free SHS na dropout rate na ekọ fem pa anase bi kure ni ho a anka sabre obi be se woda kura no anto pomo a wonim se obia emma ho te se ne some developed countries risk no ewo fam ntino etinti mestre se free SHS ne de emu adinde nanso oni bre utwa kon ebete na aban wonsu ni abrese se yentumi nya hwe kura enye sene ye mebunu nyina enya nimde ene nsanu dwuma na won yakọ won anim sanu dwuma no nso nya se bia kodwode ne tie wonti onkosu ya kapenta kwanche bia a obeye aduma che na nyamedi a che no obetum dia ye dwuma yie ama no ankasa asetenem aye yie na wotua tax na Ghana afa ne ntama pefra ama enya mebunu ho mfaso e dividend na mo anya ho challenges ni social misfit.
Yo, Prof.
Yes, sir.
Free SHS ne munsam.
Send you see I can't just say. I was free SHS ne munsam.
Munsam.
Yo.
In fact, my menka ni munsam sam.
Munsam. Where I see.
Cause I say omaduane no ansha. Be multi because omode bafafo no ka kano so nti aduane na hwe na nkobium ni nyina kanzem no
yo but that's creative on so nyina
okay
na meda mama ne wonga ni mo ye djuma aban panyifo ye djuma wasare hu nyina so ase dedi kan no emese mama mfiase mfiri aduane no so say one of the things omo eni me pa hu say I am strongly opposed to na baby ameko bia na me hu sa systems na ya na hadwene kakra bureaucratic systems na hu say bureaucracy no enya bad o ya na a means of checking opa make us a check corruption, a check some level of underhandling. Say BBS now will be the kwano de fahanti or various systems are or the way and of femua. Say one level MEC, the other may not miss it, and the other may not miss it, and the other may not miss it. Until I best say do the final end no. Now as soon as okrojian ekos. Can you bad? Now the thing say, say when bureaucratic measures become entrenched cultures, just say as I say, a quembia song a fan you many into base do and our has a son so cry original and result moon as a idea. Free as it is by Nana, so share Ghana various committees are buying the Agua coming from 1966. A review Ghana's educational system. From Professor Kapon time, Jobo Committee, PNDC reforms in 1987, and President Kupua buying 2-year preschool, no, and currently SHS here. I've been a teaching say, ye boa Emma Umusia Akoso. I mean, say, Obi only Mukura and say, a baby banner is a banner, your way, a every government is seeking, say, obey me to an ambo. Na yama Umusia Akoso. If we say, we are also comparing Yamano Urban, and Ghana is a very young nation, and I said, na almost school co near the Siaku nim. And on a boaman puntujuma, and on mine development Akoso. And the government's interventions over the years, no, they have been designed such that every woman who makes you akoso. The other be someone say, why do we sometimes wait certain bureaucratic structures? Engineer na fe abaye bribia ade na say a key on na destroy. Madam Mekan has a Mekan group na PNS reforms 86 87 no. Now entering school I'm call say this current J's I'm call metuni mensa ade pa up to today. Mensa eye bribi. I can cut a dovetail joint. Make me taking me so I still remember. Because that was the kind of system I ever say a trainee and mofrano. There is no friend vocational skills. Me I music, me literature now GHS. So it should tell you the kind of things we're doing at the time. Now, in praying Adriania Samoa Abbey, a very simple. The Emana Bane say systems be and flow as we expect. And if one level na kwa na I say bibi a chokuno e be say ekwa the next na bi a chokuno ni nyina no e time. And e be say edu baby o say edu no na bibi asay. And my first recommendation is that look, as I say buying it to me as setting up a complete different system. Say a person have free SHS need feeding you. We need to set up a system. A better idea. No market wow. There are thousands. And they say, you can say you be feeding you're part of this. You be feeding here. Why should we all the time be waiting until say bribi a bit me a choky at na ama baby a better na can say basa na enim de asi ene ka ho. Enti as I say I buy it to me a set up a system bia and no it to me a bypasses some of these bureaucracies. Bypass no doesn't mean say bibi she ntomara say ye bibi yakatakata so no. The bypass is to kill this bureaucracy. Sani ebaya the end result na ye pe no say aduane no ebeko school ntam. Na nkwana nya aduane di ntam. Na omopensu de yetumi a cure na do on them. That's what we want. And the no a buying should create that ingenuity, that innovation should come from government. Na no we no enyo bia you may be as an it's our own doing. Say point A no sa sumesi and also or head the abani name no they call point B. Why should he delay? Say I will say point B ne call point C. Why should he delay? Oh, and see, these are some of the things I may perennial. Then be I become awesome. And then I say, sir, placement here. I can't say computer placement.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, and so maybe I actually or quack or bro, if anything, sir, computer man. Why should we wait all the time? Not sad, you know, Abba. And there are for mfidia ahodoɔ ne nimdeɛ aba no nana yɛm rant na aba no their interest in computing and modern technology betumi aboa saa deɛ why should that happen me na meka sɛ ana handle ne ade nyinaa sɛ atwam na deɛ ɛsɛ nansan ne neɛ mɛteyɛ no na mɛsɛ ɔmayi
ko bibini
enti saa deɛ yi a anka fɛfɛɛfɛ woyɛ na ya place akra no na akra na akɔ kama no still people have to go and pay. Why are we doing this to ourselves as a nation? Na enti ebedu breben na ebetumi aka say enema a yɛde egu akwan mu no efiri ha ekosi ha when will be the first time na yɛba betra aka say we deɛ efe deɛ yɛhunu say this particular system is working unimpeded. When can we get there? Enti as a sa ban de to sa na mo no ne wɔn actors na ɛwɔ system mu a wɔn ma sa bottlenecks here by we should cure it. Obi entumi yema ya ni betumi ai. Na obi me ka say obi a owo ho a ɛwɔ so yɛ na adwuma ebi a na bribi entumi yɛ no. Omonim. Say cure the thing. Na ade na enkoyi. Na free SHS no. Let me make a statement. Let me say the free SHS may not need a huge review as of now. What it needs may be targeted, strategic, logistical rearrangement. What I mean is say free SHS no, the idea just say yes I go back. Na one bit me to no, we may not need a whole complete review. Say done no. Metie nimidifo review about it. Omoka it be somebody rating at 4, 1 to 10. They will rate it at 4, not beyond 4. It be say it has increased quantity, but quality is sacrificed. How come I address those things? But the point I'm making is to be fair to government, any ejuma abayan eye about free SHS. Abayan junior not a third nation say, Nana, if you have a young nation as Ghana with huge numbers, say a mranti and not manchi, will be to me why won't you give a mranti opportunity? Then by a year on a mahanu bianyam opportunity. Not at least when a brush of how to use their hands to do what they can do, how to read and write, and they can't wait to me. What is wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that. And this I buy a say, me too sana boy. Nama boab or mine. Now, this security threat, ebe ya yamrantie do na entuminko school. Now, nam san tebribi eto me say came. Wangna etu obefa, wang ebefa sekai. And this ye aban se me de opportunity ba na ye mrantene mbaya etumi yakɔ school na mo etumi anya bebi a wɔde wɔn nsa bɛyɛ. In fact abaya yade it's a very good thing say ye broaden ade no na amadodoɔ na aba na mom no saa ade no mu no ɛna minim sa aban nim say it will come with perennial increase in demands for logistics. If we say afi etwa mu no if I'm a frabe se bia 10,000 afi ya yewura mu yi that number may double or perhaps even triple. Enti ye ko ye nim no na aban enim ne expert na ye enim say by all means sa number here it has started here it has started na ye ko ye nim no emu be buy. Enti certain logistics will have to be rearranged. For example, aduanidie chairs a beto a teacher for a bechere adie the cost are involved or even placement and some na e bekosro na e kosro a will cascading effect at the end of the day no enya ban adwene say onkwane nyina ebeka SHS no yenim say ebinum ebeko technical vocational de ka ho but ebis beko university nti aban SHS no is not an end in itself. Is a means to a certain end. Say bien to me and kokora de went to me uncle. What do you do for the person? And you know, ye ku no. Now by any say oye SHS no occur university. Expansion na ebano. As I say a bit so call. As I say a bit vocational. As I say a bit technical. As I say a bit ha. Send ye beya won e be program no obi e benye be bia obeko. And we may not need say ye review no ye aban scrap the system. Eno mo de me on e kasa na nya adwene. Na mo de aban be say aban is faced with certain logistical difficulties. Ebi and say e place your man na be still and crofo e fast here no parents. One could chase kebi ya infama, and we have numbers of them calling worried. Or could chase kawa, when we look that be kills our problem. Number 2, say a teacher for a trauma there. Are they motivated enough? How are they handling the system? Number 3, Nana. So offer Endipa 12,000. Now at the end of the day, you get 11,000 passing exams. One shy by you say, oh, hooray, we are succeeding. Now, to a certain extent, you are succeeding. But the critical review of that, you will say, for example, if you have 11,000 passing exams, numbers, quantity, no, you are having it. But what kind of education did they get out of passing? Don't forget, so we pass exams, and not just say we're not quality education. I mean, a choir professor passing, because you call university. Now, some of us are free, mancho schools, no, who say, Uduana, Ubi boss of free. Now I say, hey, but Udu investor who say, Ubia. People can come from the best secondary schools and they are Gillian. Udu Hopa who say, oh, Ubia. Somebody can come from a very poor school. It sounds like you are starting on a very fair ground. Because most of the courses are media or metros. Most of them excel. I came from school, I be an engineer, but hey, and you know, numbers are bad, and you're bad. So the numbers keep increasing. And Abaya say, your man, if you are seeing, and nobody catch me say, no, it's an interesting thing that's happening. I check it. I said, I'm saying, you be come and house help.
Oh,
and you know,
but I'm just the all kind of
first rank, 2, 3 number. What is happening? It is government intervention. So intervention now by obium say, hey, maybe buy bet me about something. To my go school. Nasa what no could be abuse no until we are curing something. Now we cure no. I will say quality no so yadibem. So those are some of the strategic, targeted, logistical rearrangements American. And say how do we now also secure quality? Say numbers are urban, 11,000 pass here. What kind of person is that? Now, I bind you with now, and I am interested in those things. There's a first group in the university. And I say how many years? 3 years now.
2.
2 years now. Madam, 2 years now. 3 years. SHS. Come on. First group in the okay. Fair, yeah.
First group, no first year.
University.
University.
I guess second year.
They be first year. There are other ones now, but 2 1 day to us.
Okay. And I'm not
but one guy don't
about gold, green, you know.
First free SHS no, it was second year. And a second track of one over first year.
First year. That's the thing.
And a double track of one over second year.
Yes. And they say no, in the universities no, I come 2 years. No, maybe it will be interesting to find out how they are faring in the universities. And some university scholars and can say they are worried about quality. And no, it's coming up. And I want government should pick up that discourse quickly. Why are they saying they are worried about quality? Because some of them work in the university. What's happening? That group, how are they saying it? So maybe in level 100. Now level 200, I'm last year for Nadia. Now I'm first year for Yadia. May they compare more level 300. Level 400 match now. I can tell you what is happening easily. And some have begun raising such concerns. And yes, I buy Emma the new course partner quickly. Say what is happening? And the logistics media, Miss Ransa Abayman and new enco na anyway be a enquiry in some schools no. They say a bit more raising concern say currently most SHS boards are not allowed to make decisions. Na schools na koso. Decisions are always made at the top by genius. ɛne ebi a district so and so for education nti ɛma wɔn a ɛwɔ school a wɔn yɛ board members no decision bɛ metumi making na boy school no they are unable to make it so the several actors ɛwɔ system no no ɛmoa ma quality na yɛ pɛ si yɛ nya no ɛba nti we may not need a comprehensive review but certain aspect bi wɔ hɔ nom a ɛsɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ na yɛsiesie no na woyɛ no firi hɔ nso a yɛnya nkora no ɛkɔ university no mabɛka wɔ ha da sɛ we are curing something right at the base but at the other end no nso no ebi a yɛni ɛnkɔ hɔ ɛna wura Legon campus sɛ a na na wopɛgye w'ani a I can bet you can count between 50 and 100 students at every stretch of your eye otu ani sa bit make more than 100 and we wura some of our lecture theaters na ohwe some of the state any idea and the current America said the vice chancellor no take the challenge o ma launch project bia o mo dey improve students experience we wura lecture if you have a lecture theater a city about 1,000 students with one lecturer how effective can you be into the numbers eba up no doubt make us say yeah Legon say makwanya na na so in 3 weeks time we are coming back to school we'll be expected to mark results na yasa kwakochira ye it won't say any man quality ne ba na doso it's not just getting the students any ebia pushing money into it at the end about typical strategic areas be one ma ye here say this can be wura they say schools are one echema dey in secondary school no teacher for hin echira dey no nkwa no omunya contact hours na it is saying these are key things to look at and our universities no so student lecturer ratio it is saying say to me send me and no ye betumi aka say SHS no you start you know ha na di free na ha na di edu na when challenges are ewo mbrembren yi ya you very careful pa na you blow the few successes na eba na say oh e dey ya dey but to be fair to aban no and yet bad for government to say ha na fafi na ha na dey ko and na kire say ye ko yenim but say na ya ye team ye de bebre ni enka so ye gusu ye we gloss over so many other important details ebema quality abadi no entina na me ba aban abaso say ya me de bia metaka no na momu no ne yedie ne ade ne animu kono de me say akakakra say yenhwe certain strategic areas be it say contact hours to say teacher motivation ne de ka ho nyina na yenhwe ho no ne address it na emma quality emra to say boards ahoro a o manage mo school a ye momo the free hand to do some other things ama some schools yes be to run the school effectively and efficiently when we will compromise on quality and the agree tag naturally excellent. I was looking at enrollment in other countries now we are I think we are about last year was about 70-something% enrollment. I think this year it has dropped also. But no share that area like Kenya, near there. Some of them are in around 90% too. Oh. But Nina no, and yet do America, but the quantity must meet quality along the way. Na ama adie no na according to me besi wana.
I see. But so share near my SSS yeah waka say strategic investments any idea. O share there yeah any near ususu say yebetimi aye de aka ho na ema unya ni da so
oh and that's all hopa oh some aka say nana say o me no ha you discuss the security report was that okay that currently nana the number of students are ewura SHS no implication cascading implication for dodoa universities ebehwe enya no nko sound knock on effect for one you bet chenium out. And it is any part baby 100,000 and a would university more and a call SHS now. Never has be a 40,000 or 80,000 eco university. Ever has be a 70,000 a year. One of the questions you want to ask is Oma we eco heading. Oma we eco heading. And to be fair to Abino, say Abaya Maquine say at least will be a branch of education na adwene mu na hɔ a obetumi a construct a sentence or the way systems work and the way we are see kofa no positive, it's good. Say yema yemba no enya sa opportunity, and especially for those who go to the vocational. How can you hear me? There's technical and vocational education. Now, we are no free wa. O free university no we are. Na okoye. Wonga ebe technical universities no. Are there startups for them? Dear na okoye. And also your whole discourse and discussion I will say you have it. It's a report be I think 2020 or so. HSA your manner we school. A baby I can take them as long as 5 to 10 years to get a job. Some period now or or a threat to one because some of them will engage in the Rebecca or Hanuman, this betting and gambling, and it's all over. Some of them are likely to be caught up with drug use. Your data, HSA, or more they are unengaged. They're drifted into all kinds of inimical behaviors. And they are a threat to themselves and a threat to us as a society. And that's so the hope say abai if you say ma do any opportunity. That is the inclusion part na yeni aje hono. Na momo no little threat wa ye pesa abai address ne say quality no na be ma enkura na nya adwuma. And they say sa quality no ma na che say and they said ye oh yeah adwuma no ha na me ma analogy. It is akra on the jawfi. Na neja no neja say o sisi dem no so o menye ne refi say ono aba ko dem ho enti yare dem ha on be ka no because waja na na ho ti wa dem the sisi dem enti say yen siesia e be ba be kan nyina enti na issues like this no yen tanka say abai ana abai impact on all of us. It's a non-partisan issue. And you turn a more near Sobia, he didn't ask me. Now, yes, I oh, Nana, because we still there is despondency, there's hopelessness, and for me, where I sit, my view on this and its impact on their mental health and suicidality.
Sure.
It's some current data here in universities now. Big one of the biggest ever in the country, and it doesn't look good. And say, "Enkwana baby, na owiya onya hweya." Hopelessness, and you can imagine if educated minds get themselves involved in criminality.
Professor Joseph Osafo and Oten and Canada pay Prof any honorable gift to Chuman Pofo and Ewofie ha ayedi and come 0244 488 0244 488 and Argentina Simbisani enam anopay Anthony Saki aspiring to be the central regional organizer of the MPP Chiao anopay Jiri Yese Bibia Eyaboko. Nana Akesi, good morning. My issue is not part of your program. Okay. Okay. Musa. Okay. It's a message you ordered about last week. I say, okay. I say, primary teachers have not received our laptops, and Thomas Musa is not telling us anything. Who is Thomas Musa? I say, Thomas Musa, no, why? Because last week, so what I say, primary school teachers have not received our laptop, and Thomas Musa is not.
Thomas Musa,
Thomas Musa, why? And now I one of the
General Secretary.
Non-general secretary.
There be not general secretary. That's also Sofubiu.
Then the Thomas will be just the outgone one.
Okay.
Right.
Outgone one. Obano.
No, she was the president.
Okay.
I think
Right.
Musa was the general secretary.
Right.
Not secretary.
Not secretary.
Yes.
CCA. There be CCA themselves of you are not
And
the president.
just the outgone one, because there was some Musa.
I almost say Musa near president. I think we need Ebra. We need now Nanzenya Nemanyanam Tajudi. Oh, it's a secretary. Thomas Musa is secretary. Okay, Thomas Musa. Yes, one can hear in primary school teachers and say, Omonza and young kind. Enti monhwena monform laptop. Kana, yes, I support what Prof is saying. Free education has come to stay, but we continue to plead with government, especially Ministry of Education, that it is about time they reviewed the free SHS. And Kama Foster, and what do we say? Abba. Good morning. The government should put the Prof in your studio this morning. On the free SHS board to help streamline the operations. Amadou Al Hassan, Czech Republic. Now there's no Prof. They won't even put a busy. Why keep able-bodied prisoners indoors when they can be used productively? Despite the challenges characterizing the rollout of free SHS, it remains the best pro-poor policy that does not discriminate in the history of Ghana. Ghana will forever be grateful to President Akufo-Addo for his leadership. Jeff Kasim, incoming Nasara organizer, Greater Accra, and Ose Odenenshia Emano Farouk, and what do we say by Farouk Ni? Pampalupa says, Nanaya Akese, good morning. Be Pampalupa. Good morning, sir. I say, free education is good policy for Ghanaian students because if presidents spend plenty money, it is better. Okay. Mesa back in Tampo, you Papalapu, message. Good morning, I can say, I run a basic school and will be glad if you could please link me to Prof. You mean Professor Safo? Okay. Prof, they say, Nanaya, I became worried when the well-endowed are saying that they could pay their worth fees as against the free SHS. Go to the records of CMB scholarships. About 90% were enjoyed by the elite children to the detriment of the poor cocoa farmer's son or daughter. What are they saying? Anyway, if we and they buy here. Now this one says planting for food and job has failed. That is why there is no food. I kill you any free bagro and what they buy here. Nana Akese, is it compulsory for government to employ everyone? Zakaria, anyway, if you buakwa and a buyer. Kumasi Asi Edunketia says, good morning. Free education needs to be reviewed. It's as simple as that. Okay. Then I come to this one that says, government can be slapped with a suit of discrimination because the constitution is clear without selectivity. However, that portion of the law must be reviewed before any move by government to discriminate children of this land. I don't know what that discrimination part means. If you can come back again. Okay, Nana. Thomas Musa is the current general secretary. Okay.
Thomas
Musa, then you have to check mommy one air president. What's the name, mommy? Yeah, but check mommy one air president because we myself so for you. Okay, maybe mommy had here. Thomas Musa, can laptop no way. Oh God. Okay. So I remember some date of publication of the story. 7th April 2022. Okay, Thomas Musa, please. They say you are not saying anything. Thomas, say something. Hi, my brother. The problem of free SHS is the desire of parents and students to be in the so-called grade A schools. Mm-hmm. It's about increasing the number of grade A schools and GES or ministry incentivizing students to accept admission to lower grade schools. Incentives to teachers can make a difference. Prof. George Usu, Dean, School of Social Sciences, University of Ghana. Hey, Sasamino de Yasempa.
No, I say I can't ask him.
Me Paucho, Yasempa, papa. Yasem. Say, anyway. In fact, it's a prof, Osafua na where. Last be not on so they are in Chile, Bass and Kebeya. Young should be to say, ebia Legon Presec na yenhwe Achimota na ebia yenhwe St Roses any schools na agigi din no die no mo ye no ho a ama schools no kamasa leadership ho ne ade ne yenyi mpanyifo no bi nko the so called less endowed schools no ne enfa incentives bi nka ho ma wo mo say anti gift say senye se bia waja ho aba be politics mo we say onu say means a very very good teacher as he yi no nanke ye de no ko ebia I have my secondary e wo go so nanka ja se no mo so de aboa ma ba bia no wo na ho na gidin no nanka omo de bia ko e ho no say akwa peja ho ana prof you know saying
nana me got two views on this
okay
grading system didi kai oko amai bi so a secondary schools they don't want to grade them.
Reverend also Reverend Isaac Owusu one not president.
Okay.
Okay. And Thomas Musa and
hey Tommy as much to know. They don't want to grade them. But yeah starting here had
okay.
Almost I can say there are certain structural difficulties. But I can say most boards in secondary schools, for example, are not allowed to work. In fact, some of the grade A schools in the Oha, so for example, the mission schools near the municipality but some of the mission schools no a bit more means of supporting the school from a sort of Kasankasa coffers and then the budgetary allocations more. But so schools be home are more incentivizing on teachers. You will see the results because teachers know in your brain. Now a lot of the time no boards can recommend and agree on a certain package be say a more free hand to do some things a boy my teacher for no it to me in your brain contact hours be increase nti wo say na obekọ some schools be no grade A no say wo ko here contact hours na a very dedication the teacher no wa and your dedication be been touch you bribi ye incentivize no ye motivate no so actually. Now, if you have a system like this, as I say, no, abana aji bibia oye na sikasemu abana beko and a sika was say koho no into me nkwa. What you're going to have and say, ubenya some schools are incentives na eba no and maybe meba echo school mbesa mebodi na say be your call no some of the grade A no. Now me I didn't even feel say you're free teachers because sika na me tu ya no me who difference be eda and Mbappe school between them. There was no difference. But I understood the school because now almost open means be me to me aboa na ama teacher for to me actually dey. Say ne be ya omo can say performance no enkofem. Say the yes ni say nana me ba person ko grade A. Oba person ko grade A. Mama ba person ko grade A. So what happens is that you're going to have a significant number congregating and competing say you person call grade A. If you say grade A is synonymous to person. And he say one call grade A there just obano on pass. One person so the so-called specialized courses, medicine, law, BSc, engineering, pharmacy, onya. And over the period, you have more de criticize yato. And akrebi ohonoma oko school bi and we chakura, and I have a lot of evidence on this. We chakura ampono getting access to some of these courses no ID. I'm telling you. And you're creating a certain class B. Emma driving this challenge and difficulty. And I think it's one of the things the current minister wants to cure. Say, dear you bet me na so-called grade A in the accounting in the okay. Say, oh grade A nana. You have a student on your grade A student. You have a test at the end. Into your amount grade A, your amount grade C. Let's see what is happening.
Okay.
And this grade A no say all the best students echo good schools are. What do you expect?
They will obviously pass.
It's obvious. They are good. And a little bit of support, they will excel. But if you mix poor, intermediate, excellent student in that school, now the school is able to bring them a panel beer pass here And I'm going to say, yeah, that is a grade A school. Because to me transform it, they are all your good nukrama, they are good no ever out. And one of the things I was so cute. But I mean, say some schools so called grade A schools no. Because I say,
Obesend
record. What is this record? What kind of record is that? I was for on my na ye chechere no. Bamucho. Enkanena near this second near tune name men premier de chira managum. This nation building is driven by wisdom. Yade ntiase nim de na chiri oman. It is hard na media ni obi ma media ni that exclusionist agenda no yen ki on immediately. And why and say obi free function for secondary school. Na say bia oba grade A school as you all wow school no kra na school no kra nkwant member. Adentia
school no kra din
oba obese one obese record say. My thinking is that every school and the teachers are well incentivized. Now resources should have the capacity say obetumi age akora. Now in the next 3 years what done is na plan apase. That is education. Pedagogy is to pick someone where to me actually be where who moving away from ignorance to knowledge. That's pedagogy. That's the clear philosophy of it. Say obi a free ignorance. Now I knowledge mo. Inti say what to me in free ignorance. Now na ko ba bia onimu a. Anka everybody in sound. Inti me view about this grade A and we say some political net class system be a yabem. Na say pe say kios ade na yemrante no it me who say it doesn't matter whether I go to grade A school or whatever. The important thing is that the me here me sua de no to me course school here the grade A school no one almost some will be and you say Professor Jojo Usu Midin and our kind no say it is just a matter of creating more grade A and grade A then the only upper young say school say now obi grade A obi grade A and whatever they need teachers are be here no don't be here there's a student teacher ratio no you be improving no classrooms edibeka home na teacher motivation ebeba strategic empowerment of boards ebeba na de ka ho nyina ye ne nyina egu akwemu a it will amaze you that schools are you say omonya grade A na omonya grade D anyway no they can be grade A and perhaps even better than omonya say omonya grade A. But now we are no free wa. Meaning say some of the schools in your home, they were mission schools. One more strategic interest. Schools are na yamodie. Presi 4 ka ho, Methodist 4 ka ho, Catholic 4 ka ho, Pentecostal so adwani bi. Na ye koye ni mo no. Se no, se the analogy na me ma no. Akora na papa say kopra wo den mu. Na se me mpra. Me incline mu no. Na ira fi say on them. Enti omani ekoye ni mu no enya ban ko adwuma. All these actors are strategic partners. Womo bo ban na ya chechiri oman no. Enti meaning say ebinu someone making serious investment in some of these schools. More budgetary allocations. Omo de boy teacher for de boy logistics, de boy books ni library ni account de ade a be boy ma homesua course no omo ye. Na momu no yenya ya ofo a yenso ye de yemba ko school no. Sa demand a ye de to obekọ achimota obekọ events St. Louis obekọ ha say school
obekọ kosek
obekọ kosek ni eni eba
nkoko
I was
she you now we ma nkoko all students because
na say no go
na na ya kesi can say you are ko take him on for me
na say no go okoko kosek
so schools in one ebi okwa won ya make name for themselves na se nyina yeti ase se ese se ne wo kan ye no nyina ye hwe ne systems ni ye eno na di o haw na ba no say ye placement wie first round wie ye ena bia wodi me ba akoto minka me krom school for a penny senior high and now WBM Zion senior high near my constituency
Zion abem
and na mesi aha ana akosua computer de oto ye maybe I do better be I'll give you all the support PTA be a member enti because I'm a banning no o class teacher to me be anyhow yenye de ni be die chema school na ye yia anka obi se na ye ji misika ayampo anyampa minimum obi se na me yewe kan nyina ma but ye nyina obi ampebre opania ya to abin dada school wo de bi se me de ba no kwa iron shopping science no na tie bi obetumi atwa akoye whatever course a opese woko na ya akosura ma me mom de me ye teacher ni ya wo for Kristo ni nti umma me aggregate bi say honorable me pacho na me ye party ni mba na me ba no nya grade kentema na me pe school bi me ka zabasa me de obo no kura ko ha obenya challenge bi won we tumri kanu na wo wia wan hwe ye ja no wachire school bi ani Ghana ha ye bad sa nti with aggregate we de me found too hard na sa hasa opede a metumi ayama that's right straightforward but we na aggregate na o kentemu na wo fo na ka kire ne bone sa heya na wo be ko school ne me pe kwa sa me bone suan osu na me choose am maka
awesome
entino na ya ne me kan say system school bia bibi nti one week kakra no se wo ska na wo ye influential in society a se wo makwa ma oba no kwa even your presence in the school ebeboa prof say nyina ye dem ne ye kopra na ye se ye mpra de say ba kodem ne ye pa ne se wo dem ye tutuntu ne wan pra na wakore ronya kata obe wonsi amade achi obi nka nyo se kopra oh se no science and math quiz na ma ye hu se school bia nye ngura sa pe free SHS nkwala na won nkronketu mu ananka efo se enye free nanka won kobi no adwen wo ntrim no so enti science math and science quiz na me hu se schools bi anka wonti ni dinda no opie wo mu a na akasifo no kura waka won yegu enti se na ye adwen se school bia me ba ne fa ne school e de ne kwa me pe first of all yenga ye see influential nkwala select school no kura yen hwe ye be hwe mu se wenya A no nya B no nya C no nya D ni nyina ye school a eye wakokura tuka akɔhwe school ho akɔ fraternize sa obo no kura choose school na sa placement na ba tede ne to ho a unim se school ha de say ni say me kɔhwe ho ansa me ba no kura select school no na wo de wo ho odin ahyem me cheda mo parents bi de bia dormitory ne baba akoda no at the end of the year no say locus 10 na wo ho na 2 be say ya obeye bia 6 abeche dormitory no because ne ba no wo ho osra ne ba no open day bia okoho na ye nyina nya involved say wo fi achim kokrantumi na wo so pe school a wo obi kromo no okoye na nka wo ba no ko PTA wo ko PTA anka school no ebeye yi na ya akosra ma do tertiary institutions so wo hwe infrastructure ye die gu ye technical universities ni mu a na wo hwe sene wo be call other school bi mu school for ba peso equipment kura ni ho o se kura university me technical university if you say me degree ye be ka se technology na ye nye BS nti a wo dwe ho a asa ye de class bi a hye ye tirimu a emmo ye nti no emra ya breaking new grounds kro ni pampese obehwe new grounds no kra change you say it's a difficult thing but it's inevitable enti yen to me engine to say ensisa ya ba na ye kwa ebeye yi all the technical universities and enrolled kwa kwala no betumi akoye engineering na ye di equipment state of that equipment akogu ebi ni university bi emu no apart from technical university no o se ekura technical university njonko and the universities are one nature areas ekura engineering no when introduce engineering na kwala na akobusu ho lecturer ba ko 1000 won tinanim na obedi hu nanim se no amala those days so we absent 14 days at our lectures are your from discipline committee ni yiwodi and then kwala 1000 obedi na wo hu se yamponsa ama ni nyina ye yankasa ni parent aba ye na famu de se colleges of education grade say degree enti se obekọ university be a lecture ba komo ye 1500 in a womb na almost that same program na okoye wo college of education obenya degree na o say ho training college mi nko usio se na wotie ni nti no se obekọ akoye home econs wo Legondia ene yenko Kumasi Technical University o se de bi ho poly enti no yenkasa ya dwen bi a change edin de but I say you struggle to change masra wo for school for nya say wo hwa o ko wani mu no se bia wo wa ese na papa no otu kwan Kumasi a na of course it has something to do with STEM and as a TVETA eya no ko Technical University of what is saying na ni nyina be boa wetu appetite nti wonku ho ase tech school of engineering or no school ma investment aban ye education mu no ye nya ho mfaso no nsi efi se aban aye investment say bia school we be fa do say when su be fa do say we do say cry Technical University mempe school we bada banya say na kosi down how one say category eno kura mempe e system school fufuro eno kura mempe laboratory say ho mako 6 welfare kura mempe me pe category A school ho na me ma me koye ho na me nana koye ni nyina boama ye the pressure to system no so emma ye ma kwanso ma corruption ba e nipa no kura so man sika no onime and oji usika because no why desperate and no aba me ho be pachew na me nso minim se be ferefo enti mayama no ana se me party communicator mayama no osi me tue sika answer sika nso me dia me yema ne se minino me ne kwa sorry oye me sofo oye me party communicator oye me money ni die na mayama no no wadamase nyame nhira o me so eni penti na me wa ha enso wo so tue sika ma no enti ne na mase honyan igu ye ni mu ase a enye fe is because say obia ye na dwen aloko na dwen say aha or never ye yesa ye makwan amenkrofo take advantage of us mesra wo fo ni school fo nyina ne se baby a wo dwen se bi a wo beko ho na wo betumi akọ no se wo ti se ye kase ya ye improvement we area ho a eya bomodi a ekohwe ho cause wo nim ne wo ho enso wo kasa dindindin se wo de o na na ko school we na wo papa ko ye enti wo de ho na wo beko na parents na kase me ba wo de me ne beko school we nya pa ene so beko primary hwenu kura and wakohwehwe sa school na mano yes sir we put pressure on the system and we encourage corruption and into best stress abai ye ne ma bebre wo school sa horo bebre ho a school bi ho ko ho be say 5 years ago na dan kura ba ko pede so one building and a school ho and na ko ho kohwe ye no sa ni abai ye say obie ni ho obetu kwantintin tianse wonye school a yakono ehom ma yemfaso so the teacher ni a owo nimdie wo hoden tumi kire nkwala ebia 35 50 na okọ class nkwala ne ye 25 and nkwala ne ye 50 na wan hwe be pre transfer confo say obeye underutilized enti yes stress say duduo na ban ye ene schools no ye tu bia sawram and na won tu kwantintin tiansa won ye school akọ hwe placement ade ba ko ye ni say catchment area schools in school say bia ye beka say se u choose afa day school ba ko no ye sanso kra ye bi special boarding schools a anyam bia say bia wo kro bia day school ni ho but your boarding school ben men bebre a instead say ka be for day school no na am wa fa no as wo last choice ye boarding school and so o ka bibia di me ko to school bi no ho onim ho o bo school ni kwa ni akiri bebre o oti ya chesenye ni onim dada no nko a enti e be stress aban ye ne ma bebre infrastructure ya wo ya SHS no de almost school bia enya ho mfaso me nka se aye gusu anso ye sebeya ye school su ni nyina no wo de teacher ni nko ho na koma beto de yem wo de school ni nko ho a obenwu se ayam beto mentwene ye enti e be sra wo fo ne mafari nyina se ye ma ye ni ndi schools na ye nyina abandis moeshem na ya upgrade na chi e wo ho a wo ba o JHS JHS2 JHS1 ɛwɔ hɔ a wotu kwan kuro bi so na sɛ SS wɔ hɔ a kɔhwɛ nneɛma ɛkɔ so wɔ hɔ na yɛnya idea because yɛadwe no ayɛ kete schools bɛsɛ du bi pɛ de bie hɔ no obi apɛ sɛ ɔkɔ Ghana ha enya do placement pɛ ɛna double track here mu yɛtwa mu idie mo bɛ ha yɛn yɔnka yɛ double a ka yɛn ho nkyere yɛ placement ni wie pɛ double track na ban akyɛ o kosi koda na ne yɛsrɛ ne sɛ yɛntumi mfa infrastructure ne gogu school enum o sɛ dunum bi pɛ a obi pɛ biakɔ ɛyɛ saa ɛmwa ma economy ne kura mmie ɛnti infrastructure no yɛde gogu school sahoro bebree yɛ teacher fo nso yɛgu so a yɛ tete wɔn yɛ wɔ system bi a wo mu no kura no professional development yɛgu so a tete wɔ prof aka nsɛm bebree because so mini sɛ bɛdi ho nkɔmɔ some systems ɛsisɛm kakra na yɛhwɛ sɛ ebetumi aboa a improve quality na because ne ɛsesa ban yɛ die ebusuafo yɛ kura ma abro so na mmom yɛni abrinti ebetwa yɛ kɔn amate so for us education infrastructure ɛyɛ concern yɛbɛsrɛ sabre ɔse prof kansan ba ko bi ɔse enti mofro no wie university yɛde wɔn ifa he ɔdɔfo university yɛ baby a yɛkyerɛ wade sɛ ne upia obetumi take a decision what to do ade e wo Ghana ha ne se obia paban adwuma obia so person yesikeni enso me hu nipa ya ban adwuma yesikafo da de bia na private sector for na cash no wo pa enu nti na ban we ya nhyehyeye at least mienu betumi aka ho asem as TVET deputy minister Ghana Job and Skills Project and you start Ghana Job and Skills Project say wo yensa no dwuma wo certificate na accredited be mo bi ehu say makosua nsa no dwuma wa akentia piaminka makosua nsa no dwuma wa KTI makosua nsa no dwuma wo name them akwa wo ho sa under Ghana Job and Skills no wo di wo documents nya be kwa akoma Ghana Enterprise Agency kind no near friend MBSSI what the call how be show certificate ni mu na won ya ma short training on entrepreneurship na fe ya ma startup ana bi kura wo ya dada na ya de mu akakra aboa Ghana you start project no eno de nye TVET fo nko a se bi o university enuanom mienu miensa maka mo ho abo macho proposal a obia kan hu say work abo kwara proposal na nzisi papa but the core idea no ewo ho mpanimfo ewo you start ebeboa ma wadandan proposal ni ye ama atwasom na wotumi dia ye bibi for wo ho enu nti aban gusua eye niema bebre se be ya individuals ye benya kokuduro na yankasa ye bibi to build the economy ade ba ko ewo man yi mo joint project and time last nyina ye ni munyansa na dwuma pa ya start so we entrepreneurship in all other levels Ghana ho abrochiro yemfa se bi obi sia kura start dwuma pa nkrofo ya makoso no family and friends we ma 1,000 we ma 2,000 we ma we say if you say family business dia na say family and friends dia na interest in him enti un say contentem enu nti be hia say ye mebunu no minim say they are smart because they are all a computer era. And to form more joint ventures, and they have to be realistic. They are highly ambitious. So when they kasabo one day, person or no with the shortest possible time. They are form joint ventures, and no ayana obia kushin nyonko kakra ntiema say ye koye ni mo Samimi kwaje kakra with family and friends ho na kwaje kakra na you start so etoa yen so na job and skills toa yen so a ye be koye nim bebre government interventions bebre a de boa emebunu minum si aka ho asem bebrebe se be ye na betumi akoye nim efise se ka se graduate ya ye nya nyina wo nyina be fon aban adwumu a se the prof kaye no enye yi and into your best said, yen use all other means, all other prudence means. A brand TV or show bishop. I could take his talker. Hey, sike wa he. And I no a sure point or their call better or sanka obedina or the madam sika akotuno ho na unyanem faso ana weni. Because people are ambitious, they are ready to take risk. by best mebunu say na risk na what you be taking no na bi ano edin yes encourage the individual no emma on establish business bi enka say behwe so na ya mehwe Ghana sanka ye nyina ye bedo ye ho edi nukura anko bia betu nipa betu set business we fa nipa 2 we fa nipa 4 we fa nipa 5 and so set business na time a wo de be monitor no e too expensive because one monitoring no anya strict pet obeko after 1 month na IBB ho na mam sika na bank enti adofo yenyina yanwure ye ho ye no ye ho Bible said do yonko set wo ho ne wo pese obi ye ma wo no onso ye saa ma no ye saa nipa ye bere wo ho a won wo capital kakra we bie dwuma baako ofenipa mienu we bie mienu ofenipa 4 ye bekọ ye nim na ye mebun no so systems are also in place nti ye nka ye humom nyansan ne obaako fo tirim na ye nsu asan ye bebre ye ho ase aye joint ventures abeboa ama ya take advantage of government interventions na ma school no aye mebunu no ekọ no Ghana nyina nya ho mfaso ebusu nya ho mfaso ye street no so emma kwan ma obia ne nam so obia wo bribia oye if so nipa na tena school dem mo che de bia na ya meka say free SHS enya hwe kura no ye be keep mayu nyina to about age 18 ansana obewo awo sometimes no hu nyansa enti unwanted pregnancy dudu ona obetumi avoid because we hu nyansa enya nimdie enya exposure enti free SHS no enya hwe kura no eboa ema nipa one oni hwefo no at least for 3 years obi hwe ne so ni ankonam basabasa eduane obedi kekenti be mane ne beda amana fefuro no at least school ho eduane nye de kra on for common na by hope see be improve because French is eduane de ye nyina agetum se de papa mposi ntama na yetu aka eni nti ni nyina ye kwan a ye fa so na a couple will say ye kire wonimde ye kire nipa no routine obi o ha anye free essential ko ni routine bia o tam order data mo pe or do sorry tam sorry chese bibi emfa no ho ni nyina ye kwan a ye fa so ye siesie ye mebunu no for ye dache se ne prof kan ye no na prof kasa na maka say teacher is always a teacher ase aban ye ade de nemu akakakra so far so good but there's still room for improvement because society is very dynamic inti ade na we are ene ye pa no ochina enye pa because society asesa kakra inti they say modern system Ministry of Education ya so da fam ne nipa adwenkyere ahoro wan di benyina ne nyina ye boboso edi didwuma ye hope say ye be dande mun kakra no ne afutuo nyina so ye fa na ya hwe kwan ye be fa so a be as practical as possible sene ye nyina ye bitumi akase yetumi aboa ye mebunu akodu sabri ebio sa schools tertiary institutions adults bebre no Ministry of Education ne company bi wo UK and send laws for yen hyehyeye say ye betumi materialize the friend open universities no ni nyina ye say online send ye be ye betumi ede university ankasa no any open university no ya collaborate ni nyina ebeboa ma lecturers no professor number no doors untumi assure quality we be say body no be firewood oba wo mark script egu ha wo tie kira ye hu de obebre enti se be ye na ni nyina no ebetumi ye hu adwuma bebre GTech for etu anamo ahoro bebre wone nimdie for water institutions Ghana ha na me ahoro edinkita ho se be ya ye bekoso improve ye education no at all levels in education there na yaw ye yuri ye ho bebre se be ya enema ebekoso ama awofo bia do bakoto school demo na wasomo adwo na sene wo kan free SHS no the challenge baako prof aka ho asem ewie university nya dwuma nye asante henso ote kokoso no so kan no so ho asem se nipa ye pia bonti as graduates no edoso nti all have to be very innovative ne fe ya hwe how possible ebetumi ahyehye niema ama horo bi mpo wo ha one day one population no de bia na ekofa enso de na ekosro nti me gidi se bedu bibi no hwehwe yen se yen krofo nyina ewo skills and knowledge they will look for us obehu se we say open nimdie dia bragana a lot of companies are coming here send here hyper your technical universities no into one him say one set up companies no Ghana ha won benya quality labor force at the one operating industries no in the same way other countries in so on population warfare no one dan we ni ahwe Ghana if one him say ye develop youth one more skills and nimdia one betumi di bi aye adwuma eni nti mesre se emo bia ye wo akwankyere bia na yenkosoara ene ministry no eni nkita ho sene beye na ye dandan system no mu no na ye dandan education no na ebekoyenim ni emeka twato na ya woni se yemma no nko technical universities no se won ye bibia in area of STEM and TVET if you say equipment e wo ho no na ya traditional universities na ebi ni ho na yenyi na me per class me per certificate to BSc Tarrant chain TVET qualification framework no technology na Tarrant chain enye BSc na Tarrant chain na technology for no hands on doso by far as in BSc for no nti me makache technical universities one collaborate with a lot of industries so one product ni we school now within 2 years won ye dwuma ye na ye ya call ese e pe BSc ni enye bi nye ya nipa na betumrika
asan
abeye eninti aban aye krado se saka ne last penny pa e de behwe se education at all levels e bekoso na koso yie na yenya quality manpower eno na ye the resource obia ntumi imagine free and sab ye go di na China for abaji afi na mo se human resource ne de yisemewu obia ntumi engine free and sab we da se na ya
Esumedase honorable gift chum ampofo MP Abuakwa of deputy minister education in charge of TVET na wabon komo kama unzo ndio kasano ankane TVET ne dia ne obo BBC hanope wakane TVET prof
yes sir
anope medase o
medase pa
yamin shirao medase pa
nana shirao nso na Ghana fo nyina na mesrese anamotua abai to education si nyina de opepa esum na yebo abai when come knowledge no wo kase o media menye no ka hu se otumbi nti wo kase ye hwingu a won omo events doomsday speakers no o hwingu a ye nyina atumbi oba betena fi ma betena fi na ma be security threat nti ye mo but me final word be America when here the TVET education abano I was say bohu de Europa I mean we dey ye be sense so na kura nyina say obi a yeso fo obi a asere panyin wo gina platform so na waka eboa pa ya na bebre Ghana most Ghanaian youth they are in churches and all catch them as technical education so have obi a person balegon obi a person ko kwame kuma University Society obi a person ko UCC but how about that place hands on uwie ya when you be away and honorable nyamisha na catch the minister say we are behind you na ya montu mani mehele go why na enje no school me fine
prof medasiano pay yamin shira honorable so medase honorable gift chuma ampofo and professor Joseph Osafo omuna no pay eno omo etwetwe nkomo ha and yede Kokrokoo dwumade no ACA pamensan emfa happy birthday Emma Ma Letitia of Lunch City yama utrinkwa ene eyu awuda enafe Madam Claribel Ampia also so oye administrator of Villac International School Achimota branch also so happy birthday ukunu wagus ene mpanufo no enyina so omo Emma happy birthday Isaac Kosek na mkan do mo Kosek na mkan dia Isaac mo menyo mame oso mo na ni we visa me a technical student Major Busia for in Dr. Faradexin Kennedy Asante or Sales of Kojo Asante. Stephen Baffo, Isaac Odro, Peter Square, Pretty Joyce, and Nanaya Koneduane, Munamada Munina, Sisamunyada GTA. Nana Kobo, Director one and pay am watching. Mrs. Sarah Kobo. Kosiada. Makacha na Kobuzu Onion home free line, Nakosiada, Menewa, and Befatan. Living in the world, my Kofi Kumbesen is up next. A friend and I are castle with me, a friend in the Cardinal. There are some year age Amunina, Hosson one Quanco Tamani, Macrao.